Good evening, everyone. It is Tosca here, and I thought I'd jump on tonight to talk about, of course, joy, because that is what we're about. And why is joy so important? Joy is important because it gives us freedom from our fears. It gets us out of our head and into our hearts so that we can feel deeper. We can enjoy and experience that. We know that if we are in our heads too much, it affects our joy. It affects our ability to receive joy, share joy, all of that. And when we actually move from our heads into our hearts, it gives us freedom. It gets us out of those fear talks, those narratives that we tell ourselves. I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I can't do this. All of those fear stories. It gets us out of that loop and gets us into the expansion of freedom. So that, to me, is why joy is so important. It has numerous health benefits, as we know, that it has numerous health benefits. It really has a big impact on your day, and that can carry over for hours. Not just 3 minutes, but it has has all of this tied in. And there's pieces of this. It's pieces of our vulnerability, pieces of fear, pieces and threads of shame and guilt, and all the gnarly pieces that we have in the ball of life, so to speak, and we're going through life. And we see life through this lens. We see life through, I'm not worthy enough, or I'm not good enough, or I can't do that. Girls don't do that, or that's not possible. I can't have my dream. I'm too old, too young, to blah, blah, blah. Whatever story that we have in our minds. In the program, The Path of the Joyful Goddess, we compassionately unpack this. So we pull out the thread of vulnerability and we look into this and we shine a light on it. And under that light, it gives us so much beautiful insight. It allows us to have more space to experience more emotions, more joy, more freedom, because we're not contained in holding things in. That we can actually go, oh, I feel a bit lighter now. I'm not carrying the heaviness of this. The knotted shame and guilt around things that we all have is no longer so fixed in. It's got a bit of freedom, a bit of space. You go, oh, okay. I can actually start rewriting, reauthoring my own story. So when we own our own story, we can then write the ending to our story. We can actually start changing what we're doing and what we want to be and who in the world. We're not limited by the fear, the vulnerability, the shame, the guilt, all of that. So that gives us freedom. And that's what I believe joy is. Joy gives us freedom from fear. It helps us to reclaim our unlimited natures. It helps us to reclaim all of ourselves. So the Path of the Joyful Goddess program is starting on the 17th of October. It is 8 weeks. It is going to stop just before Christmas, so perfect timing. 2 sessions a week, and we are going to journey together. And we look into fears. We look into forgiveness. We look into self-acceptance because we need to accept where we are before we can actually change it. And we may not like it, but we need to accept it. And once we accept, go, oh, That's how I'm feeling. That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm limiting myself. That's how I'm sabotaging myself. Once we know that, we go, oh, what can I do here? How can I help myself? What can I, change? So self-acceptance, forgiveness, fears, learning how we recognize our own behaviors. We look into intuition, which is we are all wildly intuitive. So there's a lot in the path of the Joyful Goddess program. And the women in the program already are experiencing great change. Changes in their relationships, changes in how they are in the world. And that's the biggest change. Because when we change the inner, our relationship with ourselves, we change our relationships with the world, and they deepen and they grow, and our boundaries become stronger. So really powerful work. But before I actually end tonight, I actually want to do just a very small little practice called Heart Congruence. And it's about a 3-minute practice. But before we go into that, we're going to do just a little bit of breath work to bring us into our heart, to bring us away, from the busyness of our day, end the day on a nice, grateful, joyful space before we go to bed, before we end this beautiful day. So let's begin, beautiful friends. I invite you to get comfy, settle into your chair, settle into your bed, wherever you are, because, hey, thank you, Megan, because we're going to go for a tiny little journey. And this is one of the practices that we use very regularly in the program. This is like a main little practice, and there's lots of other practices which I will share with you over the time. So let's get comfortable. Let's settle in. Please do not do this practice while you're driving. Make sure you're safe and hopefully won't be disturbed. So put your phone on silent. Put the kids to bed. Turn the telly off. Whatever you're doing, just to honor the fullness of this expression and to really sense how this feels in your body, because it's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's just place our feet on the floor. Soften into our chairs. I invite you to bring your 2 fingers to your hand, 2 fingers to your hand, 2 fingers of your hand to your heart, or your whole palm to your heart. And why is this so important? Because this signifies to us, this is where we're going. We're going into our heart space. We're connecting to our body here. We can feel the warmth and our heartbeat, and we know that we're safe. So we're reassuring ourselves, we're connected here. We're not here, we're here. Okay, beautiful ones. So if you are safe to do so, I invite you to just gently close down your eyes. Just allow your eyes to gently soften. Either close them down or just a little fixed point on the floor or the wall, wherever you are. And just allowing yourself to really just bring yourself to this point in your day. And as we do, we take 3 glorious, slow, deliberate breaths. A breath in and a slow releasing breath out. Letting go of all the busyness of today. And another gentle breath in. Allowing ourselves to arrive to this point in our day. And one more, beautiful friends. Giving ourselves full permission to arrive. And as we do, just allowing the breath to soften. Noticing the in-breath as you gently breathe in through the nose, all the way down to the bottom of your lungs, And a slow releasing exhale or sigh. Letting everything soften now. And again, a gentle breath in. Just allowing ourselves to feel into our breath. There's nothing else we need to do. There's nowhere else we need to be except to be here, fully present with ourselves. And as we gently breathe in, letting that rhythm of the breath just breathe itself with total ease, flowing in and flowing all the way out with total ease and grace. And now I invite you, beautiful ones, to bring to mind memories that evoke gratitude. And this may be your first cup of coffee in the morning. It might be seeing the smiles on your children's faces. It might be seeing the beautiful, glorious sunrise in the morning. Whatever it is, just allow that image to grow and deepen. And with each breath now, in and out, feelings of gratitude, feelings of appreciation, feelings of joy and freedom now, allowing and encouraging these feelings to ripple now, to grow with intensity, with every breath in. Those feelings grow stronger and stronger throughout your entire being now, really feeling and noticing those feelings growing with intensity, and again allowing those feelings to really deepen. Deepen and deepen and deepen now. And noticing those feelings growing all the way throughout your entire being now. Down to your toes, down through your legs, throughout your beautiful heart space, throughout your entire being now. It's a feeling. Just allowing and deepening into that experience and allowing yourself to go into it completely. All the way through now. And another moment here, dear beautiful friends. Really deepening now into this experience. And in a moment, we're going to just gently deepen our breathing again. Breathing in and out. In and out, everyone. And when you're ready, dear beautiful ones, I invite you to just gently drop down your hand. Beautiful. And when you're ready, allowing your eyes just to open again. Look around the room. Notice what. Give me a thumbs up or a love heart to know that I am still here with you. Let me know in the comments how that little practice works for you. I know that little practice is a daily practice for me. Because it really sets the day. Thank you. It sets the day afresh. It's a beautiful practice to do either at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day or throughout the whole day, actually. You know, when you're feeling a bit grumpy or a little bit off kilter, you go, okay, what am I doing? Let me come back here. Let me connect to my breath and connect to my lovely gratitude and joy. So that is one of the practices that we use. A simple practice. A ready-to-go practice. There's nothing complicated about that practice, but it has huge benefits for our well-being. Okay, beautiful ones. If you'd like to know more information about the Path of the Joyful Goddess, please contact me. I will put the sales page in the link below, and I hope you have a glorious night tonight. Much love, big joy. Mwah! Thank you for joining me tonight.